Markus and friends. Today, I am Priska Lusi K with my friends Desya N will explain you about what context school of management is. And without further ado, let's get started. What is context? Context is a background or settings that determine, clarify, or specify the meaning of an event occurrences. And what is the context of school management is? The context of school management is acts as a vessel that contains system and regulation regarding on how to conduct a good school management which aim to national goals of education. And what is our national goals of education, According to Undang-Undang Nomor 20 Tahun 2003 tentang Sistem Pendidikan Nasional, education is conscious and planned or systematical attempt to create an atmosphere of learning and the learning process. So, the student actively develop their potential to have religious spiritual strength, self-control, personality, intelligence, noble character, and skill which are needed by themselves, social, and nation. Competition system of school management, there are three: suprasystem, system, and subsystem. The first one is suprasystem. Suprasystem is educational system which contains the 8 national education standard of Indonesia. And the second one is system. School as a system means that school contains multiple factors and components which correlate one to another. The components of school systems are input, process, output, and outcome. And the last one is subsystem. There are student, teacher, curriculum, and activity. Smaller system or components within the school system which has its own purpose and based on the system which is a part of.
We move to another slide. There is an example of system implementation inside university. We have 5 circles. The first circle is national education. The second circle is university. It means that university is a subsystem of education and suprasystem of faculty. The third circle is faculty. Faculty is a subsystem of university and suprasystem of study program. The fourth circle is study program. Study program is a subsystem of faculty and the suprasystem of study program units. And the fifth circle is study program units, which means that study program units is a subsystem of study program. Here is an example of regional government rules and regulation related to education, or we usually call peraturan pemerintah daerah terkait bidang pendidikan. So we have 2 examples here. The first one is Peraturan Daerah Kabupaten Bangli Nomor 3 Tahun 2015 tentang Sistem Penyelenggaraan Pendidikan Dasar. And the second one is Peraturan Daerah Istimewa Yogyakarta Nomor 15 Tahun 2016 tentang Penyelenggaraan Pendidikan Menengah. So, regional government possess the authority to publish new regulation or policy regarding the education system within its region as long as it is in line with the national goals of education. We move to another slide. There is an example of school regulations. The first one is the student must come at least 10 minutes before the lesson started. The second one is tolerance of the lateness is 10 minutes. It means that if it has passed 10 minutes, students are not allowed entering the class. And then, using black shoes with laces. And then, wearing white or black socks. Coloring hair is not allowed. Keep the clean lines of the school environment. And then, carry out picket duties according to the schedule. and then maintain supporting facilities and infrastructure for learning at school. And the last is must attend the ceremony every Monday.
So now we are going to talk about the holistic outlook through the context of school management. But first we have to understand what is the definition of holistic. In short, holistic is an adjective which describes a certain thing or idea by looking on the whole or entire relating factors more than just the thing or the idea itself. So for example, if you're asked to describe about an elephant, you cannot just describe it with its ears or its snouts or its tusks. So you have to describe it in something like this. So an elephant is a big animal which has long snout, big ears, and tusks. So school management itself fits the definition of holistic because it has correlating units which its units related one to another within the same goal regardless the focus of each individual units. So we can say that school management is a holistic item which contains suprasystem, which is national education, and then the system, which is school, and the subsystem, which is the units within the school. So the school management system and everything inside the school management system itself is related one to another. For instance, if there is a change or new policy inside or from the Ministry of Education and Culture or Kemendikbud or from National Education Standard Board or BNSP, it may or will affect the school system and subsystems accordingly. So if there is a new regulation, it from the suprasystem, which is the administrator of education in Indonesia, it will affect the schools in Indonesia. And then the change within the school area or the system will or may affect the subsystem within. So what we have learned from this video. The first one is the competition system within the school management, which is divided into three. It is suprasystem, the system itself, and the subsystem. And we have also discussed about the implementation or possible implementation of each individual system. And then we have also discussed about the basic comprehension or the general idea of school management itself through the context. So we have reached the end of the video. Thank you for listening to our group presentation. We hope that you can have a better understanding on the context of school management. Feel free to comment down below. Any correction, suggestion, and questions are welcome. I am Vito from Group 1. Bye for now, and stay safe guys. Thank you. If you are interested in school management, you can check on our lecturer channel to find more videos related to the topic. You can check it on the description down below.